Oh, wow. That was fast.
That was really quick.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Here we are, tea for lunch.
Tea for lunch.
With Josiah in it. Can I serve you some tea?
Yes, please.
Here are your options.
I think I'm just going to do regular. Is this regular?
Regular?
Oh, no.
No, that's green tea.
This. We'll do a Lady Grey.
A Lady Grey. I think that's what Mike got last time.
Oh, nice.
How cute.
What are you going to have?
I might have peppermint.
Oh.
I think it's a vibe today.
Healthy, cleansing.
Trying.
Is that mine?
Yeah, that's for you.
Okay,
Happy New Year.
Happy
also.
New Year. It's 2022.
I know, we
and
did it.
you said that this is the first day of 2022.
Yeah, I decided that today is the first business day of 2022, mostly because the first 3 days were kind of a gong show. So I decided today is the first day. So I'm claiming it. If you need that too, you can claim it as well. Oh.
Name it and claim it.
Exactly. Well, I think some people are here, which is exciting. Welcome to Tea for Lunch. This is a show where we serve up the news that you need to know in 15 minutes or less. And today, as you can see, we have a special guest, Josiah Sinanen. Welcome to Tea for Lunch.
Thanks for having me.
I'm so glad you're here.
Yeah.
Before we get into it, how was your holiday?
It was nice. It was mainly family time, sleeping in, lost track of the days. That's what the holiday's about. What about you?
That's the best. It was good. As a mom on Christmas, it's like crazy and chaotic up till the 25th, and then I felt like I could truly relax 26 onwards. So
that's good.
It was great. I did earn it.
All the moms earned it.
All the moms are incredible.
Seriously.
I have never.
That's how Christmas happens.
Truly, because of moms, Christmas happens. Moms are the Santa Claus of the world. Anyways, okay, we're going to get into it, and you've had your coffee. Let's get into some tea. If you're new here, every week, what day is it today? Thursday?
Today's Thursday, yeah.
Every Thursday at 12:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, we're going to go live on Instagram to go through the tea. And you can replay it the next day on Friday, and it's available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever else you listen. So should we get into it?
Let's get into it. Let's spill the tea.
Okay, well, actually, before we get into our main tea, I do want to say there's a bit of breaking news.
Breaking news.
From Instagram. So they just announced that they're going to start integrating chronological feed in some form. Actually, our coworker Taina does a really good job of breaking this down in our latest TikTok, so go check it out. It's also on our Reels. If you're following Hello Arcade, you can check it out there. But basically, there's 3 types of feeds. There's going to be one for your favorites. So those are people that you pick that you want to see.
Yeah, and that's kind of like the newest one too.
Yeah, and that's the one I feel like it's going to get used the most.
Yeah.
It's like close friends, but
and you can also mix in your brands and stuff like that you like to follow. So I think it'll be a good one.
Totally. And then the other one is your normal feed, which you're used to. So it's like people you follow plus like random posts that Instagram things that you might be into. And the third one was...
It's everyone you follow, and that's the one that's chronological.
Right.
So that, I think I'm really excited for that one because it'll kind of be like the olden days.
That's true.
You can see everything as it's posted. I think there'll be less ad clutter.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's going to be interesting. I don't know what I feel about it yet.
I know. I feel like as someone who manages brand social, it's going to make our job a little harder.
They keep doing this to us.
I know.
Every change is like hard on us.
But I think the silver lining is that brands are going to have to take influencers and creators more seriously because they're the ones that are going to be on people's favorite or like, is it favorite list? Yeah, on favorite lists. And so in order to get brand discoverability or to get your products out there, you have to work with these people who are already on other people's favorite lists. So
definitely.
We will see. Anyways, if you need more info on that, go and check out our Reel or our TikTok. We break it all down. But let's get into the main story.
Let's do it.
TikTok dethroned Google as the most visited website.
Whew.
Google's domain is a powerful force thanks to the company's range of services from maps to photos to flights. But the search giant has been humbled by the new kid on the block, TikTok, which nabbed the #1 spot for the most popular domain of late 2021, according to tech security company Cloudflare. Google.com closed out 2020 as the most popular domain of the year, with TikTok.com ranked at number 7. So that was 2020. But then things took a turn as TikTok climbed to the top spot, knocking Google into second place.
That's crazy.
Which is crazy. I actually am not surprised by this because it's so easy to spend hours on TikTok, but like who spends hours on Google?
Yeah, that's true. I guess it's also the time commitment, the addictability. But it is just surprising to hear that Google got dethroned, because it's been on the throne for years.
I know, and Google has like so much of like the utility that people need every day, like searching for things, and then maps. Like I literally use maps like every day.
Totally, yeah.
So, but I guess I'm on TikTok every day.
Yeah, I definitely spend more time on TikTok. Google's like annoying, like I have to use it.
Yeah, Google's not interesting at all.
Yeah.
But I think I'm just surprised that globally it's the number one account or the number one platform over Google, like given how many people are in the world and how often people use Google, like there's more people using TikTok.
I think it's interesting too that it's a social media website, because I think that's new as well. And it's interesting because Google's so accessible. Like my grandma knows how to use Google.
Totally.
She's looking things up. So it's like pretty shocking that TikTok is like, it's an entertainment social media app.
Yeah.
And that is the most visited. And I think it's pretty timely too with COVID and everything. Like that's what people are spending time on.
Yeah, and I think I read an article too that said that more people were on TikTok on Christmas Day than any other site. And more people downloaded TikTok for the first time on Christmas Day than anything else, any other app.
Merry Christmas.
I know, and I'm just curious, like, what were you doing before?
Yeah.
Like, what apps were you using?
That's a great question.
Anyways.
I mean, I wasn't one of those people, so I couldn't tell you.
Same. I mean, how could you survive the pandemic without watching TikTok?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Google, I guess.
I guess so. All right, next story.
Yeah, the next story is a headline that caught my attention earlier this week. You may have seen this. I think the story broke around January 3rd. And it's a little bit of pop culture, but it's about Britney Spears finally unfollowing her younger sister, Jamie Lynn, on Instagram, which was pretty major for a lot of people because obviously Britney's been a lot more free since she's been out of her conservatorship. And the move to kind of take off a family member is a pretty bold one.
I mean, all I have to say is about time.
Yeah.
She should have seen it coming.
Definitely. Like, Jamie Lynn is public enemy number one. I don't know if you've been following the story or have been watching TikToks about it. And obviously, Britney's dad is the main culprit here, but her family has never been supportive. They've wanted to keep her in this. They knew she was in it. They didn't take any action. And I'm just going to read the little blurb too. So this is from People, and they say, "The Piece of Me singer is no longer following her younger sister, Jamie Lynn Spears, on Instagram. As of Monday, Jamie Lynn is still following Britney. The news comes amid rumors of a complicated relationship between the two sisters that came to light in the final months of Britney's legal battle to get out of her conservatorship, which ended in November." And the interesting thing about this is actually yesterday, Jamie Lynn posted a story for the first time. She didn't address this directly, but she screenshotted a hate message she received from one of Britney's fans, and it was actually threatening her children. So she said, this isn't cool. You don't have to love me, but you don't have to send me these messages either. And I agree. Obviously, there's a limit to, I'm totally against cyberbullying. It's not justified almost ever.
And death threats is like a whole other.
Yeah,
and when it involves children, like that's a little extreme.
Yeah, but I'm not on Jamie Lynn Spears' side, to be clear. However, she still follows Britney back, so we'll see what happens. But Britney's been really candid on her Instagram captions about how her family's never supported her. She's used the phrase, "My white perfect family is not as perfect as you think." And I think it's pretty messy. She's also used that to tease that she's going to work on new music. So I don't know what that music's going to sound like, but pretty interesting development.
I cannot wait to see what new music from freed Britney would sound like. I also think I unfollow people for way more chill reasons. So how does unfollowing her, it doesn't feel like it's something that's shocking. Of course she unfollowed her.
Yeah, I think there was just a lot of speculation as to if she actually was causing Britney harm or if Britney was upset about it, because people were just guessing since Jamie Lynn has been quiet the entire Free Britney movement, which is pretty suspect.
Which, honestly, I'd unfollow just for that.
Yeah. I mean, but I think the whole thing is it's confirming what we all thought, and it's also, I think, shocking because it's her sister. But, I mean, at the end of the day, no, it's not. And yes, Ben, this is the Zoe 101 girl. Everyone else should unfollow her too.
Let's do it. Mass unfollowing coming soon.
Yeah.
Okay, next story. This is not a new story, not a recent story. It happened a week ago, but I just wanted to take a moment to honor. It's a bit of a sad story, but Betty White, the beloved Betty White, she passed away sadly on December 31st at the age of 99. The legendary actress passed away at 99. According to her longtime friend and agent, she died peacefully in her sleep at home.
I'm so glad she died that way, to be honest.
I know, that is the way you'd want to go.
Yeah.
I did a bit of research on Betty White. Obviously, she's like a cultural icon, but I wanted to break down some other accomplishments of her history and her career. She won 5 Primetime Emmys and 1 competitive daytime Emmy. I don't know the difference between those two, but she did win a few Emmys and a Lifetime Achievement Emmy and a Los Angeles Regional Emmy in 1952. Her television career spans 7 decades, and that made actually the Guinness World Records as the longest ever career for a female entertainer.
Oh my goodness,
that's pretty
crazy.
Cool. Her breakthrough came late in life with her work on the Mary Tyler Moore Show, and she won 2 Emmys for that. And then she won her final Emmy in 2010, I didn't know this, which I thought was cool, for Outstanding Guest Actress in a Comedy Series for hosting the Mother's Day episode of SNL.
Oh, that's great.
So that's fun.
Wow.
And she made her largest contribution to television, but she occasionally showed up in the big screen as well. She was recently in The Proposal, which is like such a good movie, and I loved her in that.
Yeah.
And then she was also in You Again in 2010, and she was also given a Lifetime Achievement Award by the Screen Actors Guild in 2010.
So awesome. I mean, that's how you become iconic, really.
I know.
And of course, she died peacefully in her sleep. Like, I don't know. She just lived a great life. She was a great role model. So funny.
And I know the news on the 31st, like I remember talking to some friends about it on New Year's Eve when she died, and we're all like, oh my gosh, she died. But also, like, she lived a good life. She is so old, and I'm kind of happy, not happy, but if she was going to die, I'm glad it happened in 2021, so we can kind of start 2022 without some bad news.
Yeah, and I feel like the past few years we've had like bad news in the first week of the new year,
I know.
so that was nice. I also like, I think it's just, it's bittersweet, you know? She lived a great life, and something that's crazy is that I think she was 17 days away from her 100th birthday.
Yeah, I saw that she was really close to her 100.
So she got super close. There was magazines on the newsstands like Betty White at 100. And that just broke my heart.
But that's also just bad luck. Like, why would you do that?
I know. Don't
if you're not there yet.
Yeah. Don't do that when I turn
publish.
100.
I hope I never am 100.
Really? You don't want to live that long?
No, I feel like
I guess I don't either.
prime time is up to like 85 onwards. I'm just like coasting.
Yeah.
Like,
true.
I don't know.
Yeah. What if you're really wealthy and have like 14 grandkids though? That'd be kind of
That'll be cute to watch them, but I'm only going to enjoy being awake for like 5 hours a day. So
oh yeah, true.
what's the point of that?
Agreed. So yes. Good time to go.
R.I.P. Betty White.
I don't know.
Rest in peace, you legend.
Yes.
Anyways, that's all the tea that we have for you today. Thank you
Yes.
for listening. And I also want to say this is Josiah's last week at Arcade. We're very, very sad, but we wish you all the best in your next role. Why don't you tell the people what you're doing?
Yeah, I'm actually going to be moving on to work for the CBC as a reporter. So this is a good little warm-up for me, a good send-off for Arcade. But yeah, this has been my job for the past 3 years, which is, it's going to be bittersweet, but I'm excited.
Big shoes to fill, but we're grateful for the time that we had together, and we're excited to see you crush it at CBC. And I'm just going to put this out there. If you're not the host of the next Canadian, is it Bake Off?
Oh yeah, Great Canadian Bake Show.
Great Canadian Bake Show. I will be writing letters. It needs to be you.
Happen. Okay,
okay, close it
give
out.
that line? Okay.
Let's do it.
Well, now that we've wet your palate, go eat something more substantial.
See you next week.
Bye, everyone. Yay.